Summary: After the Game by J. Dixon. In After the Game, J. Dixon delivers a compelling and practical guide for professional athletes navigating one of the most challenging transitions of their lives, moving from the world of competitive sports to the unfamiliar terrain of entrepreneurship. With profound empathy and lived experience, Dixon maps out the emotional, mental, and strategic journey athletes must undertake to reinvent themselves, not as former players, but as visionary business leaders and creators of legacy. The emotional transition when the final whistle blows. The book's early chapters address what Dixon calls athlete identity displacement, a term that describes the profound disorientation many athletes feel once their playing career ends. The athlete's schedule, identity, and values have been defined by performance, recognition, and routine for years. When that structure disappears, it often leads to self-doubt, confusion, or even depression. Dixon doesn't sugarcoat this phase. Instead, he affirms the emotional reality of loss and encourages readers to grieve it honestly. But he also offers hope. The same drive that once fueled elite performance on the field can now be directed toward building something new. Reframing the mindset. From performance to purpose. Once the emotional dust settles, the next step is psychological reconditioning. Dixon explains that transitioning to business isn't about starting over, but reframing how you view success, risk, and identity. He introduces the concept of the mental gym, where mindset is treated with the same rigor as physical training. He encourages athletes to stop waiting for perfect clarity and to start moving, just like they would during a game when the strategy shifts mid-play. The point isn't to have all the answers, but to cultivate a mindset that thrives in ambiguity. Dixon reinforces that the same ability to train, take feedback, and push limits makes athletes uniquely equipped to excel in the entrepreneurial space. Discovering transferable skills. One of the most empowering sections of the book is Dixon's breakdown of the transferable skills that athletes often overlook. Leadership, teamwork, resilience, time management, high-pressure decision-making, and performance under scrutiny are all hallmarks of athletic excellence, and they are just as valuable in business. Dixon walks readers through specific ways to map these experiences onto professional competencies. For example, preparing for a significant game is akin to conducting market research before a product launch. Film review mirrors analyzing business performance metrics. Locker room dynamics offer insights into managing team culture and interpersonal leadership. Athletes are taught to realize they already have what many business owners struggle to develop: grit, clarity under pressure, and long-term commitment. Business 101 for athletes. Understanding that many athletes come into entrepreneurship with limited formal business education. Dixon devotes several chapters to the basics. He presents them in digestible, jargon-free language. These include financial literacy, understanding cash flow, margins, and budgeting, branding and storytelling, building a personal and business brand with purpose, marketing, creating value and building relationships through authenticity, sales, learning to listen, solve problems, and serve rather than push. Dixon compares the structure of athletic training to the structure needed to manage a business. He emphasizes the importance of humility, being willing to ask questions, take courses, and make mistakes as part of the growth process. Entrepreneurship can feel isolating, especially for former athletes used to being surrounded by teammates, coaches, and fans. Dixon stresses that business success requires a similar team-based approach. He advises readers to find mentors, accountability partners, and professional advisors who can provide wisdom and support. This section is rich in strategies for intentional relationship building, from attending networking events to reaching out cold to respected leaders. Dixon explains how to assemble a personal board of directors to help guide key decisions and keep you grounded. Sustainable growth, avoiding the burnout trap. While the hustle mindset dominates much startup culture, Dixon offers a counterpoint. Actual high performance comes from flow, not constant grind. Drawing from his sports background and entrepreneurial journey, he outlines how rest, rhythm, and alignment lead to long-term results. This chapter is especially relevant for athletes conditioned to push through the pain. Dixon argues that innovative entrepreneurs prioritize recovery as much as effort. Legacy. Thinking from success to significance. Dixon encourages athletes to think about how their business ventures can leave a lasting impact. The Apollo Book Podcast. Learn fast, remember forever. Get free quizzes and take home activities by visiting apolloskills.com.